Welcome to Dego Result official YouTube channel. Hello everyone. Today we are going to study one of the most important topic for placement technical interviews, Viva exams, software developer roles, internship interviews, and the topic is top 25 C++ interview question and answer. So previously we have discussed some of the interview question in part 1, and in part 2 we are going to discuss some of the interview questions further. So let's begin. Coming to the question number 12th, we are going to discuss what is constructor. So constructor initializes objects automatically. A constructor is a special type of member function that is automatically invoked or called when an object is created. It is used to initialize the data member of new objects generally. The return type of constructor is the class type. So you can clearly see here the constructor example is given. So constructor, a class is declared named of demo, and here we have called the constructor. And coming to the next question, what is destructor? So destructor destroys objects automatically when they go out of scope. It means that destructor destroys objects automatically. For example, previously we have declared this means we have created a demo and we have called the constructor. So means to delete or to destroy this constructor, we will use a special symbol called as tilde. This is given as with this sign in front of this demo, it is declared. You can see here. So a destructor in C++ is a special member function that is automatically invoked when an object goes out of scope or is explicitly deleted. It is primarily used to release resources such as dynamically allocated memory, file handles, or network connection, and a symbol is used that is tilde. Okay, so you can see here. Now coming to our next question. Before that, the one of the famous example of destructor can be whenever you are closing the browser tabs or any tabs, then it automatically closes when shutting down PC. Whenever we are shutting down the PC, the browser tabs are automatically means switched off, or it is means automatically destroyed. Similar way the destructor also works. So coming to the next questions, what is the difference between constructor and destructor? So talking about constructor, it initializes objects, whereas destructor destroys object. And constructor same name as class, and here also same name as class, but a special symbol is there, starts with tilde sign. Okay, and it is automatically called, and it is also automatically called, but it is usually called when it is means object is initialized, and it is automatically called when object is destroyed. So this is the major difference between constructor and destructor. Now coming to the next question, what is pointer? So a pointer in a C++ is a variable that stores the memory address of another variable, allowing direct access and manipulation of a memory. In simple words, a pointer is a variable that stores memory address of another variable, and we can access directly, and we can directly manipulate in the memory. For example, here integer variable is declared a equals to 10, then we can access it using int star b is equals to %a. So the real life example of pointer can be house address points to a house location. Suppose whenever we are writing to anyone letter, or whenever we are giving anyone our address of our house, then the house address actually points to a house location. This is similar way the pointer works. You can also see here pointer in C++ is given. We have declared a means variable 1 int var1, and the value is inside this, and address of variable is 0x123, and this pointer points to a variable 0x123 will point to that variable that is int var1, and its value will be 100. So this is the same way in which the pointer actually works. Now coming to our next question, what is the difference between stack and heap memory? So stack is automatic memory, whereas heap is dynamic memory, and stack is faster whereas heap is slower, and the size of stack is fixed size, whereas heap can be of flexible size. Stack memory is automatically managed, but heap memory we have to manage by ourselves, means we have to create or delete like this. Now coming to our next question, what is dynamic memory allocation? Dynamic memory allocation means the memory that is allocated during runtime using new keyword. So here it is created using int star p is equals to new int. So a new memory is allocated using new keyword during the runtime. The real life example of dynamic memory allocation can be booking extra hotel rooms only when needed. I think you got the example. Whenever we are in need of rooms, then we are booking extra hotel rooms. This is similar way how DMA works. So C++ DMA, uses of DMA, new operator, delete operator, tangling operator, pointer, and memory leak. These are the topics we have discussed in our courses. You can go and watch there. Now coming to our next question, what is the difference between new and malloc? So new is C++ operator, whereas malloc is C function, and new calls constructor and malloc does not call constructor, and new is our type sep and malloc is not sep. So this is the difference between new and malloc. So I think you have understood the difference between new and malloc. So you can create a table and you can write or you can explain to the interviewer. Now coming to our next question, what is virtual function? So we are going to understand virtual function in C++. So in C++, virtual function enable runtime polymorphism, allowing correct overridden function to be called based on the actual object type even when accessed via a base class pointer or a reference. This is particularly useful when working with array of base class pointers pointing to different derived objects. So in short, I can tell that virtual functions are used for runtime polymorphism. Always use override concept during explanation to an interviewer. Suppose if interviewer asks to you a question about virtual function, then you must answer it enabled or it is created during runtime polymorphism, and you can also use that always use override concept explanation. Suppose you can tell allowing the correct overridden function to be called based on the actual object type even when accessed via base class pointer or reference. So what I mean by this sentence is, suppose for example different appliances behave differently when turned on. Suppose when we are turning on TV, it shows picture. When we are turning on, and it starts spinning or rotating, and when we are turning on AC, it starts cooling. So each applicants override the same function, means the function is actually turned on, but the behavior and that how it overrides the same function, means TV is showing the picture, fan is starting rotating, and AC starts to cool. This is how same function but behaves differently. This is what is actually meant by virtual function. So you can also see we have given that how we can create a virtual function. A virtual function can be created with a name virtual return type, then function name, and then parameter can be declared, and base class will be given, and we can declare it in public. So here virtual void show function is created. Now coming to our next question, what is pure virtual function? Previously we have talked about virtual function. Now we are going to discuss what is pure virtual function. Pure virtual function in C++ is a virtual function that does not need to have an implementation in the base class. See, here we have done the implementation in the base class, but for the pure virtual function there is no need to implement in the base class. Instead it is declared by assigning 0 in its declaration. This means that any derived class must provide an implementation for this function, otherwise the derived class will also become an abstract class. What I mean by this sentence is, whenever we are creating a pure virtual function, we can create it using virtual void display is equals to 0. So it can be declared by assigning 0 in its declaration. Coming to our next question, what is an abstract class? Please be careful, this question is mostly asked in most of the interview question. So a class containing at least one pure virtual function is an abstract class. So technically, or the Actual definition: an abstract class in C++ is a class that cannot be initiated directly and is designed to be a base class for other classes. It contains at least one pure virtual function, which is a function declared with the syntax 0. This indicates that the function does not have an implementation in the abstract class and must be overridden in any derived class. So the important point here is we cannot create object of abstract class. This is the actual mean of abstract class. Now